Hello, everybody. Good evening, and I'm glad that you are here with me tonight. I certainly am. We got a really good show for you tonight, I think, and I just hope that you're going to enjoy it. It's been a very nice day today. Went detecting with a friend of mine from the guy that we started the Blue Spade Society for. We just went up to a little park and to get out a little bit and found some clad and had a good time. Got some barbecue for lunch, so it was a very nice day today. The weather was cool, and so it was a good day to detect. Now, I tell you what, everything that's happening in the metal detecting community is going to be awesome the rest of this year. And this first start of the first quarter of next year is going to be really something, I think. So I'll get to onto that in a little bit. Let's see if we got who we've got in the chat here. Teresa, the treasure hunter. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who this says. Facebook user, so don't know who it is. Lost Boys Recovery, I guess. If you go up and you click the right above the show there, you'll see give StreamYard permission to use your name if you're watching on Facebook. That way I'll be able to see your name. Gary Kerr, how are you? Hey, my brother from another mother, Mr. Phil Myers. The best metal detecting shop in the world. He is in the house with me tonight, and Lawnmower Man 219. Good to see you, Chuck, and Nancy. I'm sure Nancy's right there with you, so tell her I said hello, and I'm glad that she is with us tonight. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Pacific Northwest dirt fishing. Hey, Ronnie and Tiffany. Now, there's a class act right there, those two. Good friends of mine, and you need to check out their YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, you need to get subscribed, because if you're not, you're missing out a lot of really good content. They are just a hoot. Really good friends. So go check them out. And Andy Snell, how are you, Andy? Glad that you joined us tonight. It's good to see you. And okay, let's see. Another Facebook user. I don't know who that is. I wish they would click that and give StreamYard permission so I could see their name. It'd be nice instead of calling them Facebook user. So, like I said, Charles Broussard, how you doing, Charles? Good to see you again. Hope everything is good in Texas. So let's just see who else is in the chat here. Oh, well, we'll just, as we go along, we will get into it. But as I said, things that are happening in the metal detecting community, it's going to be an awesome, awesome fall as we're into now. And then the first quarter of next year is just going to be, it's going to be a barn burner, it's, I don't know. IB Neal, good to see you. And so as you know, Noctamacro, the 19th of this month, is doing a release on the new simultaneous multi-frequency metal detector. And Dillick is going to be with us on Treasure Talk on the 21st. We're doing a special show. And I've got it posted. I think I have it posted on YouTube, and if not, I will get it up on YouTube. I know I've got it on Facebook, the Treasure Talk group page. We're doing a special show. Phil and I talked about it, and we're going to do a special show with Dillick on Sunday night, the 21st of November at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And she's going to be telling us and answer all your questions, about the simultaneous multi-frequency metal detector from Noctamacro. And guess what? We're giving one away that night too. Now, it don't get much better than that. So you can always count on Dillick to come through and do something really spectacular. This has been so anticipated. It's going to be, everybody's on the edge of their seat to find out about the Noctamacro detector. And I can promise you that Phil Myers has already contacted the distributor where he gets his metal detectors from, and is trying to get a order so he can have them in stock. And he'll get them in stock. I can promise you. He will have them in stock in the store. So if you're around Tampa or going to be around Tampa, you could stop in and see him when he gets them in the shop. And the day that he gets them in the shop, that we will do a special from the store. You know what's happening at Myers Metal Detectors, a live stream for that to let you know that they are in the house. So that's going to be really good. Also, another one, XP Deus. They just hit with a killer, and it's going to be available, I think, by the end of December. The Deus 2. Now, that, as I already told Phil, I got to have one. You know, he's saving me one. It's just going to be an absolute killer detector. You know, waterproof. A Deus is waterproof down to 60, 25 or 30 meters, which is like 66 feet, something like that. It's really, I mean, I'm not going down 66 feet unless I'm dead and somebody put a concrete block around my legs to get rid of me. That's the only way I'm going down 66 feet. So I don't have to worry about it, but I will have one, and I will be hunting in the water with it. So I'm really excited about that. And if you watched the other night, you did see Russ Balberona and Carrie Balberona from Fisher. They were their show was the For Nail in the Foot. They told us that probably February, Fisher's coming out with their simultaneous multi-frequency. So you're going to have three of the biggies available with a simultaneous multi-frequency. The Deus 2 is supposed to be very, very fast simultaneous multi-frequency. So we'll find all about Knock to Macros simultaneous multi-frequency detector. I don't even know the name of it, but we'll find out on the 21st. And then I'm working to try to get people from XP on to educate us more on the Deus 2. And then after that, when Fisher comes out, well, Russ will be on to debut that detector on Treasure Talk as well. So if you want to know stuff, get with Treasure Talk. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube or on Facebook, the Facebook group. So get up with us and you'll learn what's happening, and you'll learn an awful lot of stuff, I think. So let's see who else joined us. And Andy Snell, there you go. How you doing? Let's see who else is here. Let me scroll here. There's another Facebook user says, hi, Billy Thompson. Hello from Texas. Hello, how are you? Digging Florida with Bill Gross. Hey, Billy, how are you? Carl. Oh, I was born at night, Carl, but I wasn't born last night. So Robert Ridgway from Pinellas Park. How are you doing, Robert? Joe Vizzy. Hey, puppy. How you doing? Glad you're here tonight. The Mumbles Man. Tim, Low Tide Tim, the Mumbles Man Naylor, my brother from another mother, along with John Plays in the Dirt David, that we started the Blue Spade Society for. And there's a lot of good stuff coming with the Blue Spade Society too. So we now have a YouTube channel I just set up. We have obviously, we have our Facebook group page that you need to go and join. You don't have to be disabled or anything like that. You may know some people that are disabled or just want to be a mentor to somebody that is disabled or handicapped in some way. So, come and join us. And there's a lot of good things going to happen with the Blue Spade Society. And thank God for Phil Myers. Phil Myers has agreed to be the official supplier for gear for the Blue Spade Society. So if you're a member of the Blue Spade Society and you need something, you call Phil, you tell him you're a member of the Blue Spade Society, you'll check it out and you'll get a nice discount. Just can't beat that. Doesn't get any better than that, I want to tell you. So let's see who else stopped by to say hello. We already said hello to them. Somebody from Facebook says they'd love to win one. Yes, indeed. I think a lot of people would love to win one. and Rose Frazier, Rose and Art, good friends of mine, lovely people. They are in the house. And from the Gold Coast of Australia, a Facebook user. I don't know who that is. They hadn't clicked that thing, but we welcome you from the land down under. We always like to hear from our people from the land down under. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Well, not much. Old Pellin, how you doing? Glad to see you. Very glad to see you. You stop in, be with us tonight. And so, as I said, things are heating up around here. It's going to be awesome. Phil, if you haven't been, to MyersDepot.com, you better get over there and check it out. Phil's going to have some real nice specials for the holidays. We've got a lot of stuff going on for the rest of this year, a lot of really great shows on Treasure Talk, and we got a lot of real good stuff coming up on Treasure Tales too. Now you got to be here next week. Next week, you've heard me talking about this. It's our Treasure Coast trip. So the Mumbles Man, Danny Graham, his wife, the Mumbles Man and his wife, and Rick Tumbleson and his wife are going to join my wife Susan and I on the Treasure Coast. I've got a house rented, and we're doing a dinner in honor of Terry Shannon and his wife Jean, and Captain Fizz. They're both going to be in the house. So we're going to start out. We're going to have cocktails at 6, dinner at 7, and Treasure Tales at 8. So it's sure to be a good time, and it's going to be really, really informal because Terry's going to be there, so's Captain Fizz, all the wives, all the guys, and we're all going to be sitting around talking and listening to Terry and Fizz tell treasure tales. So I'll open the show like we usually do, and then I'll just turn the camera around, and you'll get to watch what I see. It's going to be a fun time. I'll be monitoring, so in case you have some questions, we can get them through to them. And so I just look forward to a really good time, So Mark Branton, glad that you are in the house. Lake Orion, Michigan. Good to have you with us. Wendy Kraus. Now there is a superb young lady. As a matter of fact, she just won a metal detector on Treasure Talk. So it pays to watch Treasure Talk. What can I tell you? And we got a lot of good stuff coming up. Monday night, we've got Sal Gattuso from Diggin' Hub. He puts on hunts, and some of the best hunts that you'll ever go on. And so, make sure you tune in for that. You might win a really nice, he's giving away 2 really nice coffee table books of the Etosha Treasure. That's going to be tremendous. So then we go after that. Let me just grab my calendar, and hopefully as soon as Mr. Myers gets the Myers metal detector calendars in, I will be getting some because I need them. Terry Curry, how are you doing? Good to have you with us. Michael J. Boyles. So Michael, you need to click on the link. It's not showing you backstage. So as I say, next week, November 8th, is Diggin' Hub. And then we have, on the 15th, we have Tarsace. Demeter is going to be back, and we're giving away 10 sets. 10 sets of, a set includes a Tarsace hat and a black t-shirt says Tarsace on it. You've seen them before. Giving away 10 sets of those. The week after that, we are going to Steve Zizulik will be here, and we're going to give away his latest book. We're giving away 5 of those. So let me see here if I can. I'm going to go ahead and send another invite to our first guest for tonight. Just kind of bear with me, and let's see if it works. See if he can get in. I sent the link earlier, but sometimes, things happen. What are you going to do? So I just sent another link, so hopefully he'll be able to get in. So I just sent another link to him, and will be good for that. And then I've got, I'm going to send out a couple more right now real quick so all of our guests can get it. So we can kind of keep on track tonight. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But there's a lot of stuff coming on. And in the month of December is going to be just, I mean, it's going to be awesome. You know, it's just going to be awesome. We've got, I'll have to look here and see. So much good stuff that I can't really remember. Anderson Shafts, December 6th. Another great, Ryan Fazekas and Pete will be here, and just tremendous people. And then we're going to have Steve's Detector Rods on December 13th. That is, it's a new vendor with Myers Metal Detectors. So that's something you'll definitely want to be in to see. And we're having a really nice giveaway that night. So, you know, that's something that's going on. And then coming up on December 20th is going to be our Christmas extravaganza. And that's going to be a big show. Russ and Carrie Balberona will be with us that night because they are really sponsoring our Christmas extravaganza. We call it Cavalcade of Stars, if you will. And that night we're going to be giving away, my goodness, we're going to give away, I know we're giving away as a grand prize an F-75 metal detector. We're giving away Fisher backpack, Fisher hand digger, swag from Fisher, t-shirts, caps, a water bottle, all kinds of stuff. Plus, we're giving away a 50% coupon, good on anything Fisher makes. So that's going to be a really big show. So you may, as I get the posts up to enter that and post the videos on YouTube to enter, you definitely want to stop in and you know, get registered and be tuned in. So when your name's called, that you can win. You never know. It might be a really good Christmas for you. Now, I doubt that you'll have the prize for Christmas, unless it's some swag that I send out, but it might be close. You never can tell. But it's going to be a really great time. And then we're going to close the year out with KT and Sid from Atosha Treasure Adventures. So that's going to be, you know, it's going to be a real good fall, the rest of this month and December, and we got them loaded up for January as well. We're starting out with Excalibur shovels in January, and going to have a new product from Casey at Excalibur Shovels that a lot of you folks are really going to like. You're going to want. We'll be giving one of those away too. It's still a secret yet. He's going to debut it on the show, so you make sure that you're here for that. And then we'll have, let me get, I'll just give you what's happening in January. So in January, Excalibur Shovels will be on January 3rd. January 10th is going to be Finding Alabama and Ram Detecting. Jeremy Mann and Mark Duncan. That's going to be a really good show. Make sure you're tuned in for those. And we're giving away a top-of-the-line bounty hunter detector. The really good one. That'll be great. Then another new manufacturer for Treasure Talk on the 16th. Actually, it's the 17th is Detector Pro, the Gray Ghost headphones. He's giving away a set of amphibian headphones for an equinox. And then after that, on the 24th, hey, it doesn't get any better than this. The Diggin' Canuck is going to be in the house. So you make sure you're tuned in for that one. And that night, we're giving away an F-22 metal detector from Fisher. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. So then to close out January, we're going to have Trevor back from Coil Tech. He's going to update us on everything that's happened with all the Coil Tech coils and what's going on. So I'm done rambling, kind of telling you what's going on. Let's see, digging up the Carolinas with the Digitude, Jeremy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, folks, I'm going to get going here so we don't lag and make sure I said hello to everybody. I think Mark Fiorella, how you doing, Mark? Good to have you in the house with us tonight. I appreciate you stopping by. Mike Mayo, you are the man, Mike. You and Trish, good to see you. Good to see you. So let's see who else stopped by, and then we'll bring our first guest on. Okay, so this is a guest that some of you will know, but being as how we have, viewers from all over the globe, they may not know him, but you're going to be awfully glad that you do know him after tonight. So I'm going to bring him on. Our first guest is Michael Boyle. So let's bring Mike on and everybody say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Good, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm doing real good. So obviously the link worked and we're all good, looking good and everything. So, like I said, a lot of us know you, but we got people from all over the world watching and they may not know you. So if you would please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and what you like to do and how you like to hunt and all that kind of good stuff.
Will do. Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Boyles. I am a Navy veteran. I just retired back in April, hence the long beard. Last time Jeff seen me, I didn't have this.
Yeah, they didn't allow it.
Yep. So, yeah, I started metal detecting back in 1987 is when I first got into the hobby. Fell out of it because I was so young, didn't have anybody to teach me the ropes and show me the tricks into the trade. And roughly about 8 years ago is when I got back into it and been in it real heavy. Mostly a dirt digger. I love relics. Coins are nice, but I like that relics. Gives that personality touch to it rather than the coin where it's just face value or whatnot. But
Yeah.
I do hunt the beach like this weekend with this first big winter storm surge. Treasure Coast is looking pretty promising come Sunday afternoon, Monday morning.
Yep, and I'll be there Wednesday afternoon.
Yep. I might go Sunday just for a couple hours to see what's going on and see how much erosion, because I know they replenished the beach pretty well this year.
Yeah. Yeah, way too much.
Yes.
They do that on a regular basis, so, we better get used to it, I think. So what kind of equipment do you use, Mike?
I swing pretty much anything. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because each machine has its high points, low points, and what purposes you're using them for. So right now I'm mostly swinging either in between my Garrett AT Pro or AT Max and the Equinox Mind Lab. But now that I see the Deus has that Deus 2 coming out, it might be on my Santa list.
Yeah, that's going to be a game changer, I think. I know I absolutely love my Deus. I've got 2 Deus, but I'm going to have a third one, but it's going to be a Deus 2.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, in the intro, it's going to be a killer fall and the first quarter of next year with all the new detectors coming out. You're going to have your pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nocta Macro with their multi-frequency coming out. I know Fisher has a lot of stuff in their works.
Yes, they do.
So
yes, they do. And then, with the Deus and then Fisher coming out, probably I think in February with their simultaneous multi-frequency, it will be waterproof. And, with the Deus 2 being waterproof and the Nocta Macro one is going to be waterproof. We just don't know what the name of it is yet. And
Correct.
We'll find that out on the 19th. And, some lucky winner is going to win a brand new Nocta Macro simultaneous multi-frequency detector. So everything's stacking up to be a really good year.
Yes.
A bunch of people are saying, Mike, the Deus 2 may be on their horizon. I think it's going to be on a lot of people's horizon. And, here's the thing. We're talking about Phil, Myers Metal Detectors. Phil has already went to XP Deus, and he's got an order placed. He don't know when he's going to get them yet, probably the end of December, but he's got an order placed to make sure he has them in stock. So get your coin ready.
Oh, yes.
So, okay, tell us a little bit about some of your outings that you have, if the people that you hunt with, and you got some treasure tales.
I mostly go out with New Age Goonies with Dwight, Chris, Greg Papalo, and stuff like that. Love the Florida Hunt series that he has, especially now that he's attached with or got with the Soldiers Freedom's Outdoors, Camp Freedom, to help the cause. I mean, I push veterans for the metal detecting for hobbies, because with my PTSD and stuff like that, it definitely is a therapy for me.
Yeah, and that's why we started the Blue Spade Society, for something just exactly like that. Yeah. For people that have a PTSD, and it's not only for people from the service or veterans. It's, police can have it,
Correct.
Firemen can have it, a lot of people can have it, and there's all kinds of different maladies that you can have that can be disabled or handicapped, and that is our goal, to eventually get chapters all around the world and to help people
cope,
pick up the hobby. And it's not just metal detecting either, Mike, because it's coin roll hunting, geocaking,
magnet fishing.
Yeah, I was discussing it with my friend today. I said, there could be a veteran that has lost both his legs. And he's in wheelchair bound. He may not be able to go out and swing a detector, but he can dang sure roll his wheelchair up on a little bridge and throw a magnet over there and see what he can find. So, that's the kind of stuff that we hope to accomplish. So, why don't you tell us some treasure tales now?
My favorite find, which I just misplaced. Oh, here it is. Because I used to live down in Southwest Florida, down in Bradenton area. So when my youngest son was in the Boy Scouts and stuff like that, they would always go to camp, flying camp, or what is it? I completely forgot now. Camp Eagle or Flying Eagle or Freedom Eagle,
like that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Which, come to find out, it's the very first Boy Scout camp in the state of Florida and the oldest in the state of Florida. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went through and asked permission. They said, sure thing. You can come out as long as he's out here, you can come out and hunt. And I said, okay. So I'll take the kids out and everything. And in the one field, I came across this little metal ring.
Oh, that's cool.
And it took me months, even getting in contact with the BCA and trying to figure it out. And I had to go through archived pictures, and it's an handkerchief slide from the 1920s.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's really interesting.
And with it being metal, it kind of back then, it determined on what your family status was. Because if you didn't have, of course, the 20s, if family had any money to spare off, it would be rope, animal bones, wood, and stuff like that. And
pretty much
I got lucky enough that I saved this piece right here.
That is a cool find.
Yes.
I tell you what, that is definitely a treasure.
Yep. Because you got to look at the BCA for Boy Scouts of America. They started in 1919. I forgot the gentleman's name. The one that originally started the Boy Scouts Association over in England. He came over in 1917, established a couple groups here in the States, and 1919 is when they finally associated as a Boy Scouts of America. And then with that camp, they started using the property roughly in 1921. And then they purchased it from the family in 1923. So the knowing that that's when the camp was purchased and everything, it definitely hit home for an artifact for that to say, hey, yes, this is what it is.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, that had to be thrilling. It just really had to be thrilling to find out, because that's something, it's very unusual. It's not something that people would associate necessarily with the Boy Scouts. You know, because they only see, you know, the current ones, the more modern ones.
Modern ones are the bigger, bulkier, and stuff like that.
Like when I was a kid, you know, in Cub Scouts and you know, then on up in the Boy Scouts, you had the much bigger neckerchief slides and stuff. So that's really a cool find, and I guarantee you, I'm looking at the chat. I think you might be able to see it too, Mike. You see all the comments about it being a cool find.
Yes.
Well, I think what's coming up, probably the next big hunt for you, probably is going to be Florida Hunt 8, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, I just got back about 2 weeks ago. My girlfriend and I went on a cruise with the Disney Cruise Line. So I was thinking of taking my detector with me. Then I started researching it, and the Disney cruises, you can't bring your detector on when they stop at their Castaway Island, which kind of hurt because there's a 1730 wreck right off the coast, and people found items on the beach, but you can't detect there. So it was like, oh.
Well, you know, just slip a pinpointer or something in your pocket. You know,
get the pulse dive and just put it in your bag.
That's it. That's right. That's it. And say, well, I'm digging with this. You know, it's my stand for my bucket. I lost my bucket, but I still got my little
scoop.
Well, Michael, I sure do appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us tonight. Everybody was looking forward to seeing you. And I think you've made a lot of very new friends all around the world tonight, we hope. And wish you nothing but the best of luck, and keep on digging, and happy hunting.
Happy hunting to you too, guys, and be safe. And if anybody needs anything, always remember, reach out, never stop.
That's right. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate you.
Have a good night, guys.
You too. Okay, that was interesting. I tell you what, I never saw a neckerchief slide like that. That is really cool. So that just goes to show you all the kinds of history and stuff you can dig up. You just get out there, get in the right place, and do a little digging. And speaking of digging, the next guests we have tonight, a lot of you will know them, and if you don't, you need to reach out to them. Two finer people do not walk the earth. Just great folks. They love the hobby of metal detecting. You couldn't want for better friends, and I know they started their own group. So let's bring on the Diggin' Frasers. There they are, the Diggin' Frasers.
Well, I started to leave. I didn't know who you was talking about.
Yeah, you did. So does everybody else. You know, all of the Diggin' Frasers, because you guys have been just outstanding for the hobby of metal detecting. Never have we ever heard a discouraging word from you, Art, or you, Rose, about anybody. You're friendly with everybody, and if anybody wants to talk detecting, give them a call.
That's right.
That's right.
So there's some interesting things going on with y'all, isn't there?
Well, yeah, we finally started a Facebook page called the Diggin' Frasers so that we could post our finds and share with others, and anybody that wants to join us on there is welcome to. We're collecting stickers from the people that we meet, and cards, business cards if they have them. And we've got a big fold out. You want to show it?
Oh.
That we've put together that has the stickers on it.
Yeah. Can't see
Well, I
it
see
very
a
well.
Treasure Talk sticker there, I think.
Yeah.
And it
Yep.
won't be long, Rose, that as soon as I can find some time, I'm going to have Blue Spade Society stickers made.
All right.
That'll be right there on top too.
Because you guys are big proponents of that as well.
Yes. Yes, we're both disabled Navy veterans, and metal detecting is something that we can do, not usually for long periods of time. We've got to take frequent breaks, but we went to Dig Stock and spent 3 days hunting up there and
Had a great time.
had a wonderful time. Didn't find a whole lot, but we enjoyed it. We got to meet a lot of people, and I collected a whole bunch of fall leaves. That was absolutely beautiful because I couldn't pass up the colors.
Well, no, you can't really. But you guys made a tremendous amount of friends up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we met a bunch of the YouTubers and stuff from up in that area. We met
Gypsy Jules.
Yeah, Gypsy Jules.
And I actually won. I got a token, and I won an autographed picture of her with a miniature detector from who was it? I can't even read the name. The guy that was giving them away. That was
Pinta.
Yeah,
Pinta. And I love this little metal detector. It's awesome.
But we met some guys from I think they were from New Jersey called Rusty Diggers. And Rusty Diggers and Maine Dirt Sweepers up in Maine.
Yeah. Amanda Digger, the guys.
Yeah. And
XP Sonia. And I know we met some others too that we don't even remember. Of course, we met the Quarter Hoarder and
Green Mountain
guys, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, we got to see Nugget again, and a few of the others that we met at Florida Hunt 7. And yes, we're signed up for Florida Hunt 8.
Oh yeah.
Well,
already got a reservation. We're ready to go.
You're an integral part of that hunt, and I'm sure that
Same
Greg
place
is just
we stayed last year.
overjoyed that you're going to be there.
Yep.
Are you staying the same place as you did last year?
I don't know. I've got to check my schedule. I haven't been able. I got so much going on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the hunt or not. I'm going to try to, but I've got
I bet
between Treasure Talk, Treasure Tales, the Blue Spade Society, working on that. With all the good things we've got coming with that, my time is just kind of. I was lucky and got out and detected a little bit today.
Good.
With my friend David, and he is the one we started the Blue Spade Society for.
Right.
So
we went out the other day and didn't find much but trash, but we still got to get out. Yep.
You had a great time, and that's what it's about. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
So I joined your Facebook group, and I think pretty much you can see after tonight, I think everybody will be joining your group. There's some people, you probably know a lot of these people in the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat. Frederick Romano, he was probably at Dig Stock. The Digging Canuck, she says hello to you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hi, Liz.
Thanks for your service.
Welcome. Thank you. We appreciate it.
So there's a lot of people on here that.
We'll look at the chat after we're done and go back and see what comments and stuff. But
we did find a few things from
Dig Stock.
Yeah.
I found an ox shoe. That was the first thing I found.
Oh, that's cool.
We've lost it.
We can't find it. And Arthur found the bent spoon.
Can't find it either.
But
the ox ran off.
But I did find a railroad spike.
There you go.
Nice one. And
That's
we found square nails. Arthur found part of an ink pen or parts of it.
The other part didn't find, but it's metal.
So
I don't know how that is, but it was dirty, so I took it.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff's pretty dirty,
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of other pieces of farm equipment. I found a chunk that has something on it, but I've got to clean it more to figure out what it says. It's not really an axe head, but it's kind of in that shape, like part of one, but it's not. That's not what it is. It's just that's what the piece looked like when I first found it. And so we found some things in the a few coins in our in the seeded hunt, a couple of dimes.
Yeah, some Mercury dimes and Rosie dimes.
And I got two, and then I had 2 tokens.
Okay, we got a question for you guys from the Diggin' Canuck.
Okay.
She wants to know, did you both start metal detecting the same time or one before the other?
Arthur started before I did. And he had a bounty hunter from years and years ago. And when the COVID locked us down, he started watching YouTube videos of metal detectors and said, I think I want to get back into this. And so I was like, go for it. And so he did. And then I went with him to the Florida Hunt 7 and decided I took his old bounty hunter and said, well, maybe I'll give it a try and see if I like it, So I signed up right up there that night and ended up winning my first metal detector. And
yep, from Fisher.
Yep. And then won another one on Treasure Talk about a month later. So I actually have 3 of them now. And
she got more than I do.
Well, she might, if you treat her real nice, Art, she might let you borrow it.
Might. I doubt it.
Sometimes.
Well, I said might.
I let him buy a Tersace when we were at Florida Hunt 7. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how I got into it in February. He's been doing it for over a year because at least he could get out during the COVID. You could go out and metal detect and didn't have to worry about being around other people.
Right. Well, we got another question for you from Ronnie and Tiffany, Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing. They want to know if Arthur plays Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to put a little padding on, Art.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's a picture from 2 years ago. That's all you get, quick glimpse. But yes, that's what we do.
Well, that's good. That's good. I know you guys are very active and just have a good time. I know you were telling me the other day, Rose, that you can't wait till you guys got a trip scheduled over on the West Coast near Tampa to hunt with the Mayos.
Yes, we haven't got hold of them yet to let them know when it is, but we've just booked it yesterday, I think it was.
The day before.
Or the day before, and we've been running around to doctor's appointments, so we haven't had time to get in touch with them yet. But yep, we plan on spending about 5 days down in the Tampa area and trying to do some metal detecting and just having some fun.
If I can stay up that late.
Well, you're going to have to because Mike and Trish are Nighthawks.
Yeah, I know. That's what they said.
Yeah, he's not. He goes to bed early, so I'm going to have to train him to stay up a little later.
That's right.
If I'm metal detecting, I can do it.
That's right. You don't want to be rude. You want to stay out there and, find some goodies,
Yeah.
When we were up at Digstock, Jeff, when we were up at Digstock, main dirt sweeper.
No, it was Amanda Digger.
Oh, was it?
Yes. Amanda Digger DeGuys was giving away coins, and
I got a 1938 Walking Liberty.
Oh.
And
I got
Indian.
Indian 1 cent.
Yeah.
She had a little grab bag thing that she was giving stuff away, which was so neat.
Yeah.
And the only other coin I found was a buffalo nickel that I found last July or this past July. And I don't know what the year is because it's all worn off, but
it don't matter. It's a coin.
It's a coin, and I was excited. I get excited about everything I find, just about, except can slaw.
Well, there's always going to be some of that. When you're down hunting the beach, you're going to find your better finds probably in the wet sand.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a lot of pull tabs and junk.
But
then you can find some good stuff up in the dry sand too. I can't. I'm not a dry sander. I just can't.
It's a little hard sometimes to walk in when you got rough problems with your legs.
I got problems with my whole body being fat. It's it's one of those type of things. So, well, that is really good. We are so happy that y'all stopped by tonight. You're
Thank you for
always
having us
welcome
again.
here. You always got really good information. Everybody loves to see you.
They're just trying to catch up to Santa.
Yeah. Well, y'all just take care. Have a real good trip when you go to Tampa, and be safe.
Oh, we will.
And hopefully someday you'll come swinging up by here, and we can go do a little detecting and get some barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're fixing to go on a cruise for Thanksgiving, and we're taking our metal detectors and detecting Mahogany Bay again and see if we can get in the water this time. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Well,
Oh,
y'all take care of yourself now, because we want to hear reports on that.
All right.
Y'all take care. Good to
Thanks.
see you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. They're two of the most wonderful people you'll ever want to meet, the Diggin' Frasers. Just fantastic people. They never met anybody that they didn't like, and didn't, they were friends immediately when they first met them. And it's the type of person that you want to be friends with. So we are so glad that they stopped by. And we want to welcome Lisa Przgocki to the chat. Hello, Miss Lisa P. I'm very sorry that you had to work a week or so ago and missed out on your detector, but you got plenty of more opportunities coming. So I'm really glad that you stopped by tonight to say hello, and keep on thinking about coming on and chatting with me. I want you. All righty. So what we will do now is we've got a really cool guest coming up to close the show tonight. A lot of you know this person. And if you don't, you're going to be awfully glad that you watched tonight and got to see him. Just fantastic detectorist, fantastic person, wealth of knowledge. So let's bring on Teresa the Treasure Hunter.
Hello
there.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can. I'm pretty sure everybody can. I know I can hear you, so they should be able to hear you,
Okay, good
So
deal.
how are things in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Texas right now.
How are things out that way?
It actually turned cool yesterday. It was about 45 degrees yesterday morning.
Yeah, it was cool here.
Yeah. And then today it was cool, but it was nice. The sun was shining.
Yeah.
But yesterday it was rainy.
Yeah, we had it. I think the high today was about 64.
That's
here.
nice. Mm-hmm.
Now tomorrow is going to be cold. The high is
Really?
only supposed to be mid-50s with rain, and the same thing on Saturday, and it'll be cool on Sunday. But I ain't going to be able to do no detecting. I got granddaughter getting married this weekend, so I got weddings all weekend.
Congratulations, you'll be busy.
It cost me enough to get ready for it. I did good thing I hadn't putting on the wedding.
That's right.
And then it's supposed to be up in the low 70s again, mid 70s by Monday, and it'll be nice when we go to the Treasure Coast next week. So
yeah.
So for anybody here that doesn't know you, Teresa, please introduce yourself to everybody, because we have people from all over the world watching.
Okay.
And tell them a little bit about yourself, your equipment you use, and that type of thing, and we'll just go from there.
Okay. Well, my name is Theresa Williams, and I live in Wyoming most of the time, in northeast Wyoming, but I also have a house in Texas, which is where I am right now. I grew up in Texas, and so we bought a house here for kind of like getting to come home. So I'm here almost half the time, something like that. But my kids and my family, everybody's in Wyoming most of the time. So anyway, I got my first metal detector when, it was about 8 years ago. And my kids bought it for me for Mother's Day. I asked for it. I'd seen it at a sports store, and I said, that's something I'd really like to have. But I've always been a treasure hunter, even before I got a metal detector, even as a little kid. I was always looking for stuff, treasure, always looking down, always had stuff in my pockets, and, always looking at coins and seeing if I could see anything different or odd in a coin. And so my granddaddy was a trapper.
Oh.
And so he was also a beekeeper, and he was a fisherman. And so I, as a little girl, would go with him when he'd go trapping, and his traps would be like under a bridge or something, and off in a creek bed or something. I'm trying to get me straight. Anyway, so I'd go with him, and he'd come out from under that bridge holding up this beaver or whatever. It was skunk or whatever, and that was treasure to me. And then my grandparents lived in deep East Texas, and right across the street from them was this creek. And I had tons and tons of cousins. So we would go over across the street, and we would stay in that creek sun up to sundown. And so I would come home with pockets full of stuff, always looking at stuff. And I still really, really like to get in a creek.
Oh, yeah.
Like, really like. That's one of my favorite places to go hunting. But he also had a worm farm. And so, I kind of have a little love for critters of all kinds. So if I see a little snake or geckos or turtles or frogs, I'm good. You better know I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have just loved treasure like that. And I do lots of different treasure hunting. Am I shaking? I do magnet fishing, and I do some geocaching. I've done some coin roll hunting. I really, really like metal detecting, and my other favorite thing to do is fishing. I really like to fish a lot. And to me, that's treasure hunting too, because you don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get out of that water. So it's all treasure to me.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, my first machine that many years ago was a White's MXT. Is that right? MXT or MTX?
MXT.
MXT 950. And, it was pretty basic, but it was nice then. But I still like that machine a whole lot. I still would get it out. But right now, I have several machines, but my favorite machines, I guess, I like the Apex. I just got that recently. And then I also like my Knox. I really like my Knox too. But I have the AT Gold and an Apex here in Texas. And I have in Wyoming, I have my Equinox, another Apex, because I happen to have two because I bought one and I won one.
You can't beat that with a big stick.
I won it off of KG and Ringy's Facebook page. They did
I saw that. Yeah.
I can't believe I won that, but all you had to do was just say, mention Apex in the comments, and they ran it for several shows. And so I wrote in my comment, "Give me that Apex," and by golly, I won. I was just so shocked. But
that's a wonderful thing about this hobby. I'm big on American made. Made in the USA, and sure. Garrett is a fantastic company, as is Fisher. We did a thing on Treasure Talk, Great American Companies, along the 4th of July. So Garrett was involved, and Fisher and Tarsace. That's an American-made company.
It doesn't sound like it, does it?
No, it doesn't. But everybody always thought that Tarsace was Italian. Well, it's not, because Demeter is from Bulgaria, I think. And he said that we asked him one night, he was on the show, and he said, Tarsace means seeker. in Bulgarian. So
Seeker. I'm a seeker. I bet everybody watching this is a seeker.
Oh yes, they are. They are. I
It's in our
guarantee you
blood.
they
I
are.
think it's in our blood. It's in
You
mine.
know, they
Yeah.
are indeed. And
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if you can see the comments, but when you were
Well,
telling us
I
about
have
how
my-
you go, you see them then. You see
I can't. I wasn't watching them. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, I'll
Well,
get
there's
to
people
go
saying,
back
"Boy,
and see
you
'em.
was raised right. You was raised right."
I am a country girl for sure.
Well, I tell you, I had the same kind of raising. You know, going fishing.
Mhm.
Um, I grew up in Illinois, in central Illinois,
Right.
and we fished strip mine lakes.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
because that's what around that area when they would mine for coal.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
know. I
they
know
dig through
exactly what you're talking
coal,
about. My family
and
is in the coal mining business in Wyoming.
yeah. So
Mhm.
you know what the strip mines are, and they took and you know, the state stocked them and all kinds of stuff. So I
Mhm.
mean, up and when I was a kid, if you caught a, you know, 3-4 pound largemouth bass, you had a big one. Now
Right.
you know you get come down to the border where they can grow all year. You know,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
father-in-law, may he rest in peace, he had probably two, you know, 14 pounders mounted on his wall. So that's a big
Wow.
fish,
That is a big fish, especially
you
if it's a
know.
bass.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was usually just saltwater fishing, you
Oh
know.
yeah. 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 My
But
brother actually has a fishing camp way deep south Louisiana below Homa. So
oh
I get to do a lot of fishing. I like hunting. We go duck hunting and fishing every December,
yeah, I used
and
to.
I go deer hunting usually around Thanksgiving with my
Mhm.
brother. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we used to hunt up in Illinois. We'd hunt pheasant and quail,
Hmm.
and then of course we'd
Those
hunt
that's
dove.
hard to hit those little birds.
Oh, well, I tell you what, you want
I
something
can
that'll
hit a
set you
duck.
free. You know, you're out there and you're walking along, and the dog goes on point. You know, you always hunted with
Hmm. Right.
you know, we had a Brittany Spaniel,
I
and
have a Springer Spaniel.
you know, you tell him to get them, and he'd go flush them, and they were all around you.
That's right.
You know, and that cubby come up, boy, woo, it'll shock her. It's a shocker.
That's fun. That sounds
So,
really fun.
oh, it was fun. And then hunting
Yeah.
pheasants, you know,
Yeah.
and dove hunting,
Hmm.
duck hunting. Uh,
Yeah. That's all treasure hunting to me.
yeah, yeah.
To
I mean,
anything outdoor adventure, it's just
and it's
you
who you're
never
with.
know. Yeah, yeah. That is truth. I'm a very social person, and so I like
Yeah,
to hang out
and
with
it's
people.
definitely who you're with. And
Yeah.
so, what's some of your best finds? Some of your hunts.
Well, I like the Frasers. I went to Digstock too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure I was standing right behind them whenever they pulled their coins out of Amanda's bag, because the person right in front of me got a really nice coin that was a good one. Hers was a good one too. And I got the same thing. I got an Indian head penny, which is
Mm-hmm.
fun to get. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
But I bet you that they were standing right in front of me, and I was one of the last people to get something out of the bag. But that was really cool. Amanda did a really neat thing. She's just walking around with her bag and letting people just pick something out of there. So I thought that was a great idea for her to do
Yeah.
that. But I love Digstock, and I don't have my treasures with me because they're in Wyoming. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can look at your email. But I sent you a couple pictures on your email if you can get it. But if you can't, it's no big deal. But
I can't get to it right now,
okay.
but I'll post
Okay.
them on Treasure Talk.
Okay. Well, what I think one of my most favorite things that I found was two things that I really liked, and they were relics. We were hunting out in a field where the camp was set up, where one of the camps was set up, and I got this really loud sound on my knocks, and so I thought that's iron, but it's big, so I'm gonna see. Maybe I got a cannonball or something. But I dug it up, and it came out, and it was a big steak. She said she found a railroad spike. Well, this looked like a railroad spike, but it was very heavy. But the top of it was like the eye of a needle. So I just held it up and said, "What is this?" And people said that was a tent stake from whenever they camped there, and they put all their tents out.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that's really neat. In Texas and Wyoming, there's not a lot of colonial anything, not even a whole lot of Civil War stuff in Wyoming. There was Indian wars and stuff like that up there, but
cavalry and stuff like that, probably.
yeah. But mostly in Wyoming, I dig like in top lots and things like that with my grandkids. But anyway, that was one of my favorite things. I thought that was really cool. It was very heavy and neat. And the other one is going to sound kind of simple, but I dug up my first 3-ringer. And I just kind of looked at it and held it, looked at it and thought, this is horrible. It was so heavy. I thought they would be light. And I just thought, this is horrible that these things were flying through the air and hitting people.
Yeah.
But, it's our history and it needs to be told. But just kind of, it was a little surreal for me. I didn't just stick it in my pocket and keep going. I just held it and thought about it for a little bit. So anyway, there's just, I don't know. That's just those bullets or something. They just are something to me.
Well, that's one of a lot of things that you find, Teresa. You find something and you stand there and you look at it and you think about it.
Yeah.
How did it get here? What was, that's all part of it.
Who did it belong to? Yeah.
Was it fired or, especially if you find a 3-ringer or something that's been hit something.
None was just dropped, but it still was dropped by a soldier that was just in that field waiting on the, where their next move was to go.
It's amazing, some of the history that you can find.
Yeah.
I tell you, it is absolutely just amazing. Now you have, I know you have a Facebook group, right?
I do. Yes, I do. It's called Teresa the Treasure Hunter, and I am almost at 1,000 members. And my Facebook group is for everybody to post their stuff, and we're gonna encourage and clap and yay and be excited that anybody has any goals they're reaching or just find something cool, or even if this just as friends. One of the things I did on there was I wrote, I just like to know what all the different professions are, what everybody does for a living, and everybody, and it had like 400 people answer on there, and it was really neat. There's so many that were veterans, which I was really excited to see.
Yeah.
And just a lot of all these different interesting professions. So that was kind of a cool thing, to talk about. So anyway, it's Teresa the Treasure Hunter. That's also my YouTube name, but I don't do YouTube as much. I do TikTok. I have a hard time with the editing on YouTube.
Yeah, editing can be a nightmare.
It's daunting to me, and I guess maybe I just need to figure out a good app or a good editing program.
Where it's not that bad.
Yeah, I do iMovie, but
that's a hard one to use. I used to use that.
Yeah, my stuff is just very, very simple. That's for sure. I don't have any fancy kind of a banner or any little thumbnails. Or I got to learn, but I'm not
the best kind.
I'm loving my Facebook channel though. It is really growing, and I've made a lot of really cool friends. I think that as far as metal detecting goes, that's one of my favorite things is the community. I just love meeting people, and it's. I went to dig stock not really knowing people. I had gone to Oklahoma to the Red Dirt Treasure Shootout, and I had met several people there, and really, really enjoyed that. That was a fun thing. And so I met the quarter hoarder gang there, and Charlie.
That's a pack of them, isn't it?
Yes. Well, Charlie and I really got to be pretty good friends, just talking and stuff, and then he would send me pictures of the things he found and different stuff, even months after. And while we were there, it was me and Gypsy and our friend Zola. And he said, "You girls need to come to dig stock in the fall." And so we were all like, okay, we'll do what we can. So he started sending us information and stuff. So ended up going, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
But and then
Unfortunately, I was going to go, but I was just gotten back from England, and I was knackered.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I was very fortunate. Another part of that story is he invited us to go with him back to where he lives in Pennsylvania. And he lives in where there was it's a lot of colonial stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the other girls didn't get to go, but I did. But it was very, very cool. I got to
I bet it
hunt
was.
in Daniel Boone's property in their yard and in the creek behind Ben
You were
Franklin.
right at home there in the creek.
The creek behind Ben Franklin's mill, a paper mill. And I found a shoe buckle. Now that's my other really cool find that I found. And I found that in Pennsylvania. It's Douglasville, Pennsylvania is the name of the area. It's Berks County, but it's next to Lancaster County. And Lancaster County is the one that has all the Amish and the Mennonites. And I loved that too. We got to go over and visit with them. And so we did several days of metal detecting, and I got to metal detect with the quarter order gang. We didn't find a lot that day, but Jason was videoing, so maybe some of our stuff will be on the video.
He's always videoing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun. But I just had the best time. Charlie and his wife, Judy, they're just so gracious and just wonderful people. And even still, I see that that was several weeks ago, and he's already had several other people come and stay with him and metal detect. So it's pretty neat.
I think you find that a lot in this community.
Yeah. My mama said, well, she was texting me and she said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good." And she said, "Well, I've been praying for you." And I said, "Well, thank you, Mama." And she said, "Well, I kind of worry about you going up there and not even knowing anybody." And I thought, you know what? I do know these people.
Yeah.
I met them online, but I did meet Charlie in person in Oklahoma. So anyway, I wasn't worried about it. She's just not she's not as adventurous as me.
Well, that's a different time. You know, when things like that weren't done, and you know, the YouTube and the internet and this type of stuff has brought people closer together.
That's true. Yes.
Feel like you really know the people.
Yes, you're right.
So if you know, you run into them at a hunt, boom, you got stuff to talk about.
That's true. That's true.
You know, so
yeah.
Better. And I owe you a thank you from the Blue Spade Society. I know
you're welcome.
You joined. You were going to be an extremely important member in that group, and
I hope so.
We've got planned in the future.
Hope
There's
so.
a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you something that goes along with that if you have time. Are we out of time?
Nope, we got as much time as we need.
Okay, well, this is something. This past weekend, this past Saturday, I went to a metal detecting event, and it was in Texas, and it was at Lake Hawkins, and it was the Russ County Metal Detecting Association, and that's people that live in the Tyler, Longview type area. It's East Texas. In fact, next week, I think it's first part of next week, Gypsy's going to be speaking at their club. But anyway, they were putting on a thing, and it was so cool. It was a event for veterans, and it was called Veterans Restart Ministries. And I just texted them and asked them if I could come and help. And they said, yes, they'd be glad to have some help. But it was really neat. It was a really cool event. And Garrett, they gave so many cool prizes and things for the event.
They always step up.
They did great. I was so impressed. Just a lot of cool things. And there was a few people there that never had metal detected before and didn't know. So I was just out there with my metal detector, letting them play with it and show them what to do and stuff like that. And it was just on a little beach at Lake Hawkins, and it was fun. It was a little token hunt. And anyway, I thought that was great. That they did a really good job, and
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
It was well worth every minute that you spent, wasn't it?
I think so. Yep.
Yep.
I do. They worked hard. I know that they worked hard, and I hope that they know that they're appreciated for what they did. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of what we're trying to do with the Blue Spade Society, and
Right.
we've got some really big plans. We got to go in steps.
Yeah.
But I think the goodness of the people in this treasure hunting community is going to shine through.
They always do. I love this. I
The
love
good
this
hearts,
community.
they shine through.
I agree.
That's why I kind of thought when I started this that you know what, this is something that's worthwhile, and I got enough friends, and even the people I've not met yet that are my friends, they're going to help me with this. So
Yeah.
and then
I'll
people
help
like you that make it,
Well,
And
I'll
Pacific
certainly help
Northwest
you.
Dirt Fishing, there are other people. The Digging Canuck is a member, and a lot of people here are members. So
Yeah.
it's all worthwhile to me.
Yeah. That's awesome. You'll get a lot of people that even if they can't come and help or whatever, they will donate. A lot of those kind of things
sure.
too. So
so we got a lot of stuff going.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need a little bit more time during the day, I think,
Well, you sound like you have a very, very full calendar. You must be very, very organized.
I don't know about that. I spend a lot of time in the office here. In our, I call it the North Florida studios.
Yeah.
But there's, it's something that I enjoy doing, and I think it's something worthwhile.
That's right. You're doing a good thing. Yeah.
And my wife, bless her heart, she goes along with it. So we're pretty golden. And if I can help in some way with some of these people, that's what we want to do. And, I've been very blessed, people like you, Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing is a very active member. The Diggin' Frasers are digging members. Fisher Metal Detectors is, are active members. Phil Myers from Myers Metal Detectors. I mean, we just talked yesterday, and he agreed to be the official equipment supplier for Blue Spade Society. So and offering discounts and stuff. So it doesn't get any better than that.
You're right. People are so kind.
That's that's what it just makes your day. So the amount of hours that I put in are minuscule compared to what a lot of the others put in.
Now, Blue Spade, that is not strictly veterans. That is disabled
or people that want to become a mentor or want to help out. Join the group.
Right. I'll put that. I'm going to put it on my Facebook page.
And we just started, a YouTube channel, and if they got any questions about it, they can send an email to the Blue Spade Society at gmail.com, and we'll get information out to you.
Yeah.
So it's something, I'm fixing to have stickers made. Things are progressing right along there.
Right.
And,
So I know two people that I don't know if they're in the Blue Spade Society yet, but do y'all know Shane? Does anybody know Shane? Shane's blind, and it's See It My Way 1, and he is a blind metal detector. He is so awesome.
Oh, I bet he is.
He is very awesome. You'll have to look him up. See It My Way 1.
Yeah, I'd love to have him in the Blue Spade Society.
Well, he's adventurous. I mean, I think I am, but I'm not blind. This man, he'll get in a kayak and go. He just does he has no fear whatsoever. He's really cool to watch his videos and stuff.
And when I started it, we started it for the friend of mine. I'll just give you a quick story on that. Most of the people have heard it, but his name's John David. Now he's got severe lung issues, and he's a killer detectorist. Loves metal detecting. So he's got a rollator. You know what a rollator is?
I don't.
It's kind of like a walker. It's got a seat on it.
Oh, yeah. I do know what that is. I just hadn't heard it called that before.
His oxygen in it and water and stuff like that. He can load his gear on it. And he pushes it around. He
I'm
detects
so
it, and he
proud
can
of
get
him.
down.
Look
He
at
can get
him.
down. So he's in love with the color blue.
Right.
He went and he got from Steve's Detector rods. He got a blue shaft for his Equinox, and he bought a blue car.
I'm gonna get all my stuff pink.
and his rollator is blue, so we call it Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder.
So we came up with this idea, my friend the Mumbles Man and myself, that we were going to surprise him. So we had a little hunt scheduled.
Yeah.
And we took and painted our spades blue because John loves the color blue, and he didn't know it. So we're getting our stuff out of the car, and he's standing there, and we turn around and both holding our spades up. They're both blue, and he about fell out. So that day I said, you know what? We're going to call ourselves the Blue Spade Society.
That's how you came up with the name.
That is it.
That's awesome.
That is it.
I think that is amazing.
And God love Casey from Excalibur Shovels. He's the official spade of the Blue Spade Society. He has the blue spades that I have.
Yeah.
And that Phil stocks them. And if you
I need one for Texas. I need me a new.
You can get it from Phil. You'll get a discount mentioning the Blue Spade Society, or from Casey. You can get it mentioning the Blue Spade Society. Get a discount. So
that's cool.
Just the best shovels on the face of the earth. So
yeah. That's way cool. Well, the other person I was going to mention, I don't know if y'all know them or not. It's David and Laura Chumley. Do y'all know them? Chumley?
No.
Well, Laura is the wife, and she had a severe brain injury many, many years ago. And David loves metal detecting too. And his full-time job now is to take care of her. So he wasn't able to get out as much, but lately he has been able to get out a little bit because he's got somebody to come and help. But I was on a different show recently, and I just mentioned them, and they sent me the sweetest video. And I put it on I asked them if it was okay if I put it on my Facebook page. If you look on my Facebook page, you'll see it is so sweet. Laura is just so precious. She's a star. I mean, she is something else. And he's amazing for the way he loves her. He's taking care of his sweetheart.
Well, there's a lot of them like that.
Couple.
Like the Diggin' Frasers and Tiffany and Ronnie Calhoun, Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing. This is their love story.
Yeah, that's cool. I love seeing the couples that get out, and I wish my husband was interested. He supports me 100%. I mean, he lets me go up and go on all these metal detecting things and all that. It's just not his thing, and that's okay.
He's got a good thing. That's the thing. If you can get me their information, those two people we were talking about, I'd love to have them on Treasure Tales. I'll reach out to them, see if we can't get them on, because I think people would love to hear from them.
Yeah. Shane would probably. I've been on a Zoom thing with him. Of course, he can't see us, but he nothing stops him. He just keeps on going.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. And I think David and Laura, oh my gosh, she's just so precious. She says, "I love you," and he says that's her way of saying hi. It's just so sweet. So.
Well, if you can give me information how I can get a hold of them, I will make sure I reach out to them and we'll get them on here, because that's somebody I want on this show.
I will do it. Yeah.
You are just outstanding. I can't thank you enough for coming on the show tonight. I think everybody has just been enthralled with you tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me. And I really.
It's their own fault, let me tell you, because you are magnificent to the nth degree.
Thank you, sir.
Tell your husband we say thank you for sharing you with us tonight, and everybody that that is watching and all around the world. They say hello, give you their best wishes.
Hello.
We just want to thank you so much for stopping by and sharing your story with us tonight.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
The Blue Spade Society and everything.
I'm all about that. I'm very excited to help you.
We'll put you to work.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks so much for stopping by tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for hanging encouraging to me to keep going.
Oh yeah, well we like to see what you find, and
Yeah.
the way you go about it and the way you conduct yourself is an inspiration to many.
Oh, thank you.
Let me tell you. So
All right.
hopefully we'll get you again soon to come on,
Yep.
and we'll have some more treasure tales.
That sounds good.
Thanks, Teresa. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Now that was, we ran over tonight quite a bit, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That's okay. I think it was well worth it um, to see some of these people. She is just, she's great. Michael Boyles was fantastic, a nicer individual you couldn't want to meet, a more dedicated individual you can't want to meet. The Diggin' Frasers, it goes without saying, just, salt of the earth people. Teresa, the treasure hunter, you can see she's got a heart as big as the world for everybody, and she's willing to help everybody. And that's what we're all about. That's kind of our mission here at Treasure Talk and Treasure Tales with my partner, Phil Myers. That's our mission statement with Treasure Talk and Treasure Tales. My mission statement is to get y'all stories out there. And we're working to try to do that. So, you don't have to be no special big time YouTuber or anything like that to come on Treasure Tales. People want to hear, they want to meet you. If you got a YouTube channel and you're just starting a YouTube channel, get up with me. At treasuretalkshow@gmail.com, or text me or do whatever. But let's get you on the show so people can meet you and they can hear what your treasure tale is. So with that being said, I'm going to get off of here. I thank everybody for stopping by tonight to visit with us and hear some great treasure stories from all these folks. And so looking forward to seeing you next week, where we're going to be at the Treasure Coast with Terry and Jean Shannon and Captain Fizz and a whole bunch of friends. So it's going to be a really good time, and we hope to see you there. So until that time, I'll see you Monday night for Treasure Talk with Sal Gattuso from Diggin' Hub, and my brother from another mother, Phil Myers, is going to be there. So stop by and tune in and subscribe to the Treasure Talk YouTube. And we will see you then. So happy hunting and dig deeper.